asked for a 1-mile radius containment area around New Rochelle, which essentially means schools, synagogues, churches, other large gatherings are canceled for 2 weeks. You've also activated the National Guard to help clean schools and other facilities and to deliver food. What else can you tell us about this containment plan?
Thanks for having me, Jake. Think of it this way. We have 173 cases in the entire state, right? We have 108 in New Rochelle. New Rochelle has about 3 times the number of cases New York City does. New York City is 100 times the size of New Rochelle. So it's unique in the nation in that it is a very dense cluster of positive cases, and it's been going up exponentially. What we're doing is we're bringing all resources to bear on that cluster. The quote-unquote containment zone really just says, in that immediate vicinity, no large gatherings, which people are doing all across the country, and it makes sense. If you have that high degree of a number of positive people, you don't want them going into large gatherings. So we're going to close the schools for a period of time, no large gatherings. Meanwhile, clean the schools, clean the public transit system, and bring in a satellite testing system where people in that community can get tested.
Governor, you noted that the cluster is in New Rochelle and not in New York City. Why? What's going on in New Rochelle that this is where it happened?
It just so happened that it started with 1 or 2 cases. There were then a number of convenings in that community that brought several hundred people together for celebrations. And it took off like fire through dry grass in those convenings. And that's why we have this very dense cluster of positives right in that area. And that's why no large gatherings, and let's go in and do what we have to do. But you know, Jake, this is a microcosm of what we're going to be looking at. The numbers are going to go up consistently because our testing is way behind the reality of what the situation is. I have no doubt that the reality is a multiple of everything we're seeing in the numbers. And as we test more, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see those numbers skyrocket. The only way this has ever been contained, what China did, what Korea did, you only have 2 options: quarantine or really increase the number of tests and get the positive test and then isolate. China was doing 5,000 tests, 10,000 tests per day. This country, in total, we've done about 5,000 tests. So we really have to get that testing capacity up if we're going to make a difference.